Now it's time for us to learn a very specific and concrete tool that we can use for a million different purposes. It's Quicklists. What is a quick list? Well, it's a solution to a problem that happens when kids predictably at any age say, I don't have anything to write about. Well, they might not know what all they have to write about because they're stuck. And so this is a way to prevent kids from getting stuck ahead of time. It's like magic. I learned this idea from Paula Brock, a teacher who wrote a book called Nudges. She says, when students are stuck like at a speed bump, they need a little nudge to help them get over it and keep going. So this is a quick list, and it's got so much flexibility you can use them for just about anything. You start with, very concretely, at the top of your page, write the words quick list. Then number, pick an arbitrary number. I'll pick 10. Then as you ask the students to think of ideas out of their head and jot them down on their quick list, you give them categories like, for instance, favorite possessions, things they own that they like. And then you give them a minute, and then you give them another category, strong emotions you had last week. Give them a minute for that, and then places you really like to go to, people you admire. And there's a quick list. That's one kind of quick list. Where do you put a list like this? Well, my go-to answer is in the back of a journal or a writer's notebook. You could put them in a writing folder or any place that you have a digital tool where you store ideas. Whatever is your natural way of storing things. There's my natural way on the left in a composition book, and lots of people use a digital writer's notebook, but you could put this anywhere. And how do you use it? Well, you have some ready-made journal topics right there. Who couldn't talk about anything on their quick list? You could ask kids to have a conversation with somebody in the room next to them. Pick out a number on your quick list and turn and tell the person what that number is and why it's there. It's a great way to start conversations for the kids to get to know each other better and practice composing in midair. They make great essay topics. You can use them as test essay practice if you have a test essay that's a standalone prompt on something about their lives. You can brainstorm messages they need to send to some other human being. There are all different kinds of ways to use it, but the beauty of it is that you can change it. There's the one that we did, but you could change it into other languages. You could change it into other content areas. Look at these on the bottom, historical moments for a fly in the wall. If you wish you could be a fly in the wall and see a moment in history, or something specific you learned from science, or characters from stories from your childhood, people, places, things. You can use it for all kinds of moments, all kinds of topics. Here's an idea, people in my life. Everybody on that heart map is different categories of people. People I know, people I wish I knew better, people who taught me things, people I secretly admire. You can use it for content if you're teaching different kinds of content. Maybe you're not a language arts teacher and you want to use a quick list for science or social studies. You could use it for all kinds of things. You could use it for examining a piece of literature. And then you can predict what you're going to teach them next and ask them to make a quick list based on what you know is coming next. So another thing you can do is ask students to make some categories for a quick list, things that they would like to put on a quick list. Here's some examples. Things that make me mad. Rolando gave us that one. And things I want to know about someone. Marcos gave us that one. You can ask students to make categories, not just the specific things on a list. And then you can have a great quick list that's student-driven. You can also take a look at things that are on your quick list and look at potential prompts they might be asked to write about and see, do you have something on your quick list that would answer these questions? If you got write a composition about something that makes you happy. Is there something on your list that would work for that? These are from some test prompts from the past here in Texas, and these are ones that have actually been used at different grade levels. Write an essay about the importance of accepting responsibility. That's number 10 on this list. If you look at your own quick list, is there something in there that you could use to write about that? Chances are you have, in your own experience, represented by the things on that list, answers to just about anything anybody could ask. You can find more quick lists in the book Crunch Time. Now that we have topics for writing, what do we do next? What do we do? Next, we will be writing our very first Kernel essay. Stick around.